Thank you, Kristen. Various members of the council participated in youth listening sessions in New Orleans, Atlanta, Houston, and finally on June 6th in Newark, New Jersey. Michael Kempner, Bill Strickland, and myself met with a very engaged mayor, Cory Booker, a motivated staff, and a very eager clientele. We partook in these listening sessions to go to the source, because what we're trying to do while we're engaging youth, as our panelists described earlier, they see through the smoke, they know what's effective, and I believe that they know what's efficient. So what actually happens when people come together to listen? Well, from listening comes learning, and from learning comes opportunity and hopefully solutions. We met at a place called the Yes Center, which is a collaborative with Rutgers University. They support at-risk and disconnected youth. Organizations such as Newark Now, which is a college placement program, Help USA, which deals with housing and supportive services, La Casa de Don Pedro, which is specializing in Latino-specific social services, Newark Works, which is the reentry of the workforce when English is in fact your second language. We took a tour of their facility. We then sat with approximately 15 kids, and I think we've come to the realization that 15 or 500, the same information came from groups of 15. But we were eager to find out how the kids would identify these support organizations, to understand the kind of support that they were seeking, what their aspirations are and what their obstacles had been, and then to see how we could in fact help. Because we realized that communication was the key to success, branding what we do as well as what these various centers, regardless of the city that we were visiting, is very, very important. I can't underline that enough. We need, as a council, to get the word out, because there are participants in each and every community, and I've realized this in our own foundation's work. People want to be helpful. Sometimes they just don't know who or how to help. And so with a very clear messaging, our council could better serve the underserved with something that is engaging. Because there are a lot of people who want to be a part of community, may not have disenfranchised youth in their lives. Doesn't mean that they don't want to engage with them. And the same is for these kids. You know, when we talk about education and job opportunity, I'll give you a case in point. We're in the midst of opening a community restaurant in New Jersey right now, my wife and I and our foundation. And when you can empower the youth to not only volunteer, which they are, in droves, which keeps our costs down, but there aren't any prices on our menus, so these disengaged youth who don't have jobs and are volunteering and are gaining a confidence, because that voucher system that they have qualified for by working for an hour has led them the opportunity to feed their family. And this isn't a soup kitchen. It's with beautiful silver and presented as any fine cafe here in the D.C. area. The point is that it doesn't always take money. It takes a thoughtful community to find a solution. So we're realizing, talking to those kids going back to Newark, that they want those kinds of opportunities and they're willing to work for them. They don't want a handout, they want a handout.
Wonderful. Well, while you gave great credit to all of the people who participated in these sessions, you gave great credit to everybody who participated in these sessions. I want to also make sure that we acknowledge that the fact that you came to listen, that you were so clear about the youth as assets, was enormously important to the youth and to the government leaders and the others we saw reach into their own leadership in the days and weeks after that. So that was very important for everyone. Kristen, you want to keep on this theme?
Sure. Thank you, John. Great. So I think that sets us up well to walk